I remember in our final coaching session, you talking about how you wanted to maintain reflection time
Yeah,
and how journaling had been really helpful.
yeah.
Have you maintained that reflection time, and how have you done it? Because I think that's something that a lot of coaches will struggle with, and other
Yes.
people, they say they want time to reflect, but they don't necessarily protect that time.
So I have it diarised in my calendar. I have it for 15 minutes once a week. It's not to say that when that alert comes up that I do it then and there, but it's just that visual prompt to say you must do this. And I do tend to do it on the day. Sometimes after work in the evenings I'll do it. Um, but yeah, I found it really, really helpful because actually I was thinking about um, your question around journaling, and it kind of reminded me that so I'm a child, I was a teenager in the 1990s, and me and my friends, we all kind of wrote diaries. We wrote notes to each other and we passed them over, the next day at school. We'd almost write letters to each other and then answer back. So the journaling side has always been there and been quite natural to me. And there was that fun, writing about music and boys and everything that was going on in my school years. And then I think I've kind of kept it up to a certain extent through adulthood. But actually, when I've used it most is to deal with painful experiences. I've found journaling a really cathartic tool to help me deal with grief, whether it's deaths or really, hard, difficult news or anything. And bringing it back to motherhood, I actually had 4 miscarriages, and I journaled so much during the time where I wasn't able to have successful pregnancies. Um, and I've always found it really, really cathartic. But yet in my adulthood, I've used it for like a pain relief therapy. Um, so then bringing it back into my working life to actually take time out to say, I used the book that you gave me, which is, what's gone well, using that as my question to myself: what's gone well, what's not gone so well, or just any other random thoughts that come into my head that I want to write down. I find it really, really useful. I hear people talking about, if something's playing on your mind when you're asleep, you should keep a notebook by your bed, blah, blah, blah. I don't do that because I try and get it all down on paper while I'm awake, because sleep is premium and I don't want anything to wake me up. So I think that